In this video, we'll be reviewing Setup Online Booking. To navigate to this page, simply go to Setup, Set Up Appointments and Emails, and then the Online Booking tab. So the very first checkbox here is Online Booking Enabled. If you do not want your online booking enabled, simply uncheck this box and then of course save. Or if you're looking to launch your online booking, simply launch it by selecting this checkbox and then clicking Save. This next checkbox is if you want to offer online gift sales. So if this checkbox is enabled and you have your credit card processing set up, then it will allow you to sell gift certificates online. And those gift certificates would be emailed to the recipient that they prefer. So whether that's the person purchasing the gift certificate or the person that the gift is for. And the auto send pin login to new clients. So anytime a new client is created, either by a worker using the software in the client section or through the appointment book, or if a client is created through online booking, it's going to automatically issue them a pin so that they can log into the online booking and be able to update their password or their contact information, their contact preferences, book appointments, and so on. So this would be just a way for you to welcome your clients to your online booking anytime they're created. But you can, of course, turn this off by just simply unchecking it, and then that PIN email will not be sent. If you want to allow new clients to book online, simply check this box. If you don't check this box, they would not have the opportunity to book online, and only existing clients would be able to book online. To show you an example of that, let me show you our online booking page. So we mentioned the purchase e-gift option or the purchase gift certificate online. If you don't have that enabled, this box would not display. If you don't allow new clients to book online, this button would not display with the option to create a new account. And then, of course, current customers, they can request their password and then they'd be sent that same PIN email. But that's not a preference, it's just a default option within the software. So this is the online booking page that we're talking about. So let's go back here. This is the online booking URL. So if you want to go to your online booking page, simply highlight it, copy it, and go to the online booking page. In an upcoming version, in case we don't get to the video soon enough, you will be able to edit this piece of it, and you'll be able to update what you want your unique identifier for your URL to be. By default, it's going to be your schema account number, which is something we know about. Okay, so next up is your online gift URL. So one of the requests that we got from our end users is over the holidays, they wanted to give people a direct link to purchase a gift certificate, or maybe they don't really offer online booking, so they really just wanted to be able to offer gift certificate sales. So if you wanted people to just go directly to your online booking, you would just copy that. And then I like to open it up in a separate browser to keep them separate. And from here, you could open up a separate browser and click search, and then it'll take them directly to that online booking, the online gift page. Okay, next up is selecting your online booking background. So you can select any color under the sun. What we do recommend is, just so you know, the text is white. So we don't recommend choosing white or like a light pastel color. You could choose a light pastel color, it'll still pop a little bit. But you would just want to make sure whatever color you're choosing is complementary to this white font. So that's why we put a white font in here so that you can really see what it would look like. The alternative to choosing a color is you can actually choose a photo. So you'd simply click choose file, you'd select a photo to upload, and that will then become your online booking background. So something also important to note here is we as a company realize that, online booking photos as a background might potentially have something light or too light, and that text would not pop. So any image that you upload, there will be a light gradient overlay to it. It's almost like a social media filter. And what it does is it just kind of adds a little bit of a haze to it so that no matter what upload you use, that white font will pop. So it will dim your photo a little bit. Just be aware of that. It is for a good reason, and that's to make sure that that text is going to pop for you. Down here, we have our booking options. So booking window starts. So think of this as how soon would you like somebody to book an appointment? So if I want somebody to book an appointment within immediately, like let's say in the next 15 minutes, if you book an appointment, that's okay. You're coming right in. This should be 0. If I want maybe like a 4-hour buffer, I can say 4 hours, and I can make this where, okay, no one's going to book anything sooner than 4 hours. So if I want to restructure my day or move some things around, I have a little bit of leeway. If you're one of those people that doesn't like same day surprises, you could do a 1 or a 2 day. So you could say booking window starts 1 day. So what this would do is they could book an appointment as soon as 1 day from now, but not today. So your booking window ends. So this is how far out they can book an appointment. Most people don't think about this, but if you really look at this, depending on how far out you schedule, your vacations and such, you might not want to let people book a year out, because they will. Or if they do, just be be aware that that's an option. So most people will make this probably about 6 months, maybe 4 months or a year. But you can make it whatever you want. It will go based off days or hours. And then this preference here is allow appointment cancellations. So within the online booking page, there is an option to cancel an appointment. So if you'd like to let them cancel that appointment, that is a checkbox here. If you don't want to allow online cancellations, just uncheck this box, don't activate it. But if you do allow for them, you can require a certain amount of notice. So it's really common for businesses to say, I need a 24-hour cancellation notice. Like you have to cancel your appointment within 24 hours. So you can make that 24 hours, or you can make it 1 day prior. Like it just has to be the day before. So you can make that either or multiple days. And then down here, this is for appointment changes. So a cancellation means I'm not coming in. But a change would be I'm scheduled at 1 today and I'd rather come in at 1 tomorrow or 2 tomorrow or next week. I'm changing my appointment. So maybe you can say, like, okay, if you're canceling it, I need 2 days notice. But if you're changing it, I just need a day notice. Or you can put in here maybe like 4 hours notice. So you can structure how you want to limit that. So there's some really great options in here. Down here, we have send notifications for all online booked appointments. So a lot of businesses, anytime a client has booked an appointment, they want to be notified. And some places don't. They just really trust that their customers are going to book. Or if you're nervous about offering online booking and you really want to monitor the situation for the first few months, you can enable this. And then you would just plug in an email address here. So you would type in your email address, and then that would go to that email. This is for clients with booking alerts. So on the client card, there is something called a booking alert. So I would say like, oh, this is an alert. Maybe they left their scarf here. So you can put an alert on there, or maybe they, don't let them book on Tuesdays or Saturdays or whatever it's going to be. The client will not see this booking restriction note, but what you can do is have that booking restriction note be sent as an email. So anytime that client books, it's going to send to an email. You can put in whatever email you want. And what would happen is when that client goes to book, they would get an alert and it would tell you, Sasha Lutz just tried to book an appointment and she has an alert that she left her scarf here, or she's not allowed to book on Saturdays. And if you tend to catch things where you need to correct them, you can. Down here, we have our display options. So show total price. If you would like the price to display in online booking, that would appear, you would check this box. If you would like the duration to appear in online booking, you'd check this box. If you would like the client's reward points to appear, you check this box. And then the require token credit card on file to book. If you require this card on file, it will override any deposits in your setup services. So in setup services, there's a spot to say that that appointment requires a deposit. However, if you have this checkbox checked, it's going to ignore that, those deposits, and it's only going to require a credit card on file to book. Down here are your max number of availabilities per day. So in here, you can identify how many appointments should appear to the client. So let me take you there. Oop. Oop, don't use that. And I go ahead and click enter. And so when I go to book an appointment, choose any worker, search, I can find the next available. So see here how there's 9 in this category, and if I click more, there's one more. So I have my availability set to 10. You can make yours 9. You can make it 20, but the total number of appointments is what you would see here. These are the max number of availabilities. We mentioned the duration and the price. If you want those to display, those would be here. And then this is the rewards in the upper left here. Okay, let's go back. All right, the online booking login message. So when you're in your online booking, let me log out for a second. So from the online booking, there we go. This is the online booking login message. It appears down here. Just something else while we're on the topic of messaging is there is a default that says all pricing and durations are estimated, so that protects you from if you do need to charge more for the service or if the time gets adjusted, but that is noted when they go to book. If they're not allowed to book an appointment. So there is a setting on the client card. So we mentioned the alert only earlier in this video. This is another option. It's do not book. So if they are not allowed to book in store, they cannot book online either. Another way to take away online booking preferences is to uncheck this allow online booking checkbox. This is where you'll update their online booking password. This is all under the appointments tab of the client card. So that's where you can find these settings. So if they are marked do not book, or they're not allowed to book online, a custom message would display, and you can determine what that message says here. So you can put in here, please contact our business. You would not write that, and you would not spell this terribly. I hope you're enjoying the comic relief in this video. And you could put in just like a really basic note, and then they'd know that they have to call you, that you're not allowing them to book online appointments. Down here, these are your pending deposits. So if you have the token on file required, or if you require a deposit for a service, here it says automatically delete failed or online deposits purchases. So if you check this box, what will happen is the system will do a sweep every 30 minutes of your appointment book. And if there are pending deposit appointments on there, it will just automatically remove them. You may not want that. Some businesses like to keep those appointments on there so that they can reach out and complete the process. Maybe it's expecting a deposit or a card on file, and you can reach out to them. A way to be alerted that somebody has a pending deposit is this here where it says send notification of failed online deposits and purchases. In here, you can identify a worker and say, okay, when this fails, I need this worker to be notified. And then they would receive an email with the client's name and that they had a pending deposit and the date and time. And then you can go to that appointment on the calendar and try to complete the transaction. So this is whether or not they stay on the appointment, and this is who to contact if something fails and they don't complete that purchase. All right, well, thank you for watching all these preferences, and have a great day.